Hi, Tony Bear, Venice, California. Mad Chad Taylor takes a moment today to talk about his good friend, Mr. Animation. Real name is Vincent Foster. He was killed by a cab riding his bicycle in Las Vegas. So here's a bit of the video that Chad spoke this morning about his friend, Mr. Animation. Here's the video.
Okay, sorry. I'm doing great. I heard about animation last week, and I was very sad to hear it. You know, he's a great guy. Was a great guy with such a good heart. You know, and it's just sad. You know,
You helped him a lot, didn't you?
well, I tried to help him out. Basically, you know, I mean, he'd had issues with drug addiction and stuff, and he had been sober and clean and working hard for a long time. When I met with him, let's say a year and a half, 2 years ago, he contacted me and he said, "Look, I'm sober and I'm really trying to improve my career, and you know, what can you do to help me out?" And I did what I could do. I gave him some ideas on some agents and some venues he could, you know, send some promo to and stuff, and try to help him with what I could. And last I talked to him, and this was I probably haven't talked to him for, well, we probably emailed like 6 months ago or something like that. It seemed like he was doing great, and I was really happy for him. And so it was a total shock to hear what happened.
Well, you helped him do a lot of the fairs in Canada, because I heard he was doing shows in Japan.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of street performer festivals, busker festivals, and street performer festivals, which was a great venue for him.
That was you, though.
I helped him with that somewhat, although Alfred and Seymour had also helped him with that previously. He was already hooked up with some of those. Yeah. I just told him maybe a couple more places he could try. But he already was underway with the festivals, which is a great venue for him. I mean, people, you know, like in Venice Beach, he was so known in Venice Beach, but in Venice Beach it wasn't uncommon to see a dancer doing that kind of stuff. You know, he was better than most of the other guys and all, but some of these other places, he would go to New Zealand, Japan, Canada, they're not used to seeing that kind of stuff other than on TV. So for him to go there and do it live was really a cool, unique thing for a lot of those festivals, especially in New Zealand. You know, that's not happening in New Zealand. So
what about that story you first met him at Muscle Beach? Tell us about it.
Yeah, so this was 30 years ago, at least 30 years ago. I was a teenager, and I'd been doing my show on the boardwalk for a couple years, just, you know, collecting tips. And I needed to find a new spot, because where I was, there was a lot of competition and the acts were getting too close together, and it was hard to keep a crowd. So I went down to Muscle Beach, the old Muscle Beach. There used to be like a concrete stage there that they, you know, the muscle guys would pose on for the contest. And I set up in front of that, on the boardwalk side of that, and I was all set to, you know, break in this new spot that no one was using. And then all of a sudden, Animation came up, and he set out his radio and stuff like right next to me. But he didn't say anything yet. He just set it there. So I thought, well, I'm not going to say anything either. I'm just going to start my show. So I did a show. It was too early in the day, so I didn't get a lot of people. But I just wanted to establish, like, I'm going to use this spot, and I got a real show. Thinking he wouldn't be able to get a crowd or whatever, right? So I finish. Then he starts getting his music going and setting his masks up and stuff. And man, people start coming in like crazy. Like, he's got fans and stuff that are waiting to see him. And I was intimidated. I was like, what? And he got a giant crowd, way bigger than me, and did a killer show. And then I was intimidated, and I realized, wow, he's, you know, he knows what he's doing. Damn. So I said hi to him. That's when we met. I said, hi, how you doing? I was hoping we could share the spot. Back then, people didn't really share the spot. No. So I did one more show there, and then I left, because he had really established that spot. He had fans there. He worked that spot, man. So I left with my tail between my legs, as they say, and realized that he knew what he was doing, and I let him have his spot back.
It's amazing that he died, and if you Facebook his name, he's loved by people all over the world.
Yeah, I was really impressed to see how, like, if I died, there's not that many people that know who Mad Chad the Chainsaw Juggler is. I mean, people know there's a Chainsaw Juggler guy out there, and maybe they'll recognize me like, oh yeah, I saw you on TV, but not like they know my name like that. Honestly, he had fans around the world that knew who he was. Because I mean, there's obviously a giant dance community out there,
that's true.
And he had such unique stuff that he became known in that community like big time.
It's even like bigger than when Charlie Barnett, the famous comedian, died. It's bigger than that. Usually when a super performer dies, like Otto George, That was
Right.
pretty big though when he died.
Right.
In the comical world, the clubs.
Sure. Yeah, Otto and George was definitely well known. I mean,
Yeah.
Bill knew who he was by far, but I was shocked, and I think it's a testament to what an amazing performer and a great guy he was that so many people know.
Well, he loved Charlie Barnett, a lot, so he's gonna be up there with Charlie Barnett.
Yeah, right. That's right.
So thanks a lot for your time, Chad.
Of course. Yeah, right on. And we'll miss you, Animation, very much.
That was good.